My name is Michael Wanjao. I'm the senior warden in charge of Nairobi Animal Orphanage and the Nairobi Safari Walk, including environmental education. The facility, the animal orphanage, as it is called orphanage, is actually a place where we nurture orphaned animals. And that is one of the roles of KWS, to take care or to conserve wildlife in the whole of the country, that is Kenya. The animal orphanage was established in 1964 as a facility to take care of young orphaned animals. So we nurture them in the nurseries, and once they are of good age, they are strong enough, we put them into the cages for three purposes: conservation of the species, public education or awareness raising, and of course for recreation, that is enjoyment. So these are the basic purposes for this facility. The other thing that we do a lot here, we also rescue animals on transit, which have been poached from other African countries or elsewhere. They are on transit maybe to the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. Once we capture them there, irrespective of which country they originated from, we give them some refuge here. So we are doing some service, not just for Kenya, but for the rest of Africa and the world at large, because Jomo Kenyatta could be a transit point for a lot of illegal wildlife traffic. And once we get them, we rescue them and take care of them in this orphanage. This one is a very rare occurrence, because basically these are two different species. Getting a baboon and a bushy baby having to socialize like this is very unusual. It is something unexpected. So this one is a yellow baboon. It was brought here having been abandoned somewhere in northern Kenya, in Marsabit. So we rescued it from Marsabit, that is in northern Kenya. And then the bushy baby was rescued from Nyeri, somewhere near Bishop Katibo High School. That is where it was brought from. Now we kept them when we get this kind of animals, we keep them into cages where we nurture them. And these two, because we found them to be friendly to each other when they were brought, we kept them in one cage. Baboons, of course, they are diurnal in behavior. They become very active during the day. They're just like human beings. When it gets dark, they go to sleep. That's how they behave in the wild. This one is a female, the baboon is a female. It is probably trying to practice the role of a mother by trying to take care of the bush baby. The bush baby is nocturnal, meaning that it becomes active during the night. But right now, it is under captivity. So the behavior has been changed, because now it is, it's not in the normal wild environment. It is under captivity. So basically, its behavior is modulated. It has been changed. But normally nocturnal animals become active at night. They feed at night. During the day, they hide. But this is not now what we are seeing. But we can now observe a little bit of that behavior in the bushy baby. If it is left alone, it tries to keep off from many activities during the day. When we saw this kind of an interaction that they have established, that kind of a social relationship, we got interested, and we are doing a lot of studies to understand that kind of a behavior, because it's unusual. But basically, the behavior is good for us because as orphans, they are able to keep together, and it's a friendly relationship, so it's good. When they grow up, we probably will not take them back to the wild. It is very difficult for animals which are kept under human care for a long period of time. It's difficult for them to adjust into the wild. They might find it difficult to adapt to look for their own food, or even to relate with other wild animals. They could be fought off, those kind of things. So we keep them here, but it is possible to put them back to the wild, but with a lot of monitoring, surveillance, and so on and so forth, to see the behavior changes and all these kind of things. But right now, we are not doing that. This relationship that you are seeing between this yellow baboon and the bushy baby is catching the attention of the whole world through the media communication. And a lot of people are offering to actually extend their support. It's very expensive actually to nurture these animals. From the time they come here, we take care of them like human babies. We feed them on milk, special diet and all these kind of things. By the time they become of age, where now they can live separately, it's very expensive. But even then, when we remove them from the nurseries, we still put them into cages and we continue taking care of them until that time when they die. So once an animal comes to this orphanage, to the nursery, we start the journey of taking care of that particular species until the time when it dies. And it's quite an expensive venture.